And welcome to Behind the Bet, episode number 2 with your host, no other than myself, Mike Doober. We are here with none other than Vegas local Jennifer Mendoza. Jennifer.
Hello, what's up everybody? How are we doing today?
Amazing. Everyone doing well?
Woo! Woo!
Another great day here in Vegas. So let me ask you, how long, Jennifer, have you been in Las Vegas for?
So I've been in Vegas for quite a bit. Since I was 9, I came here back and forth for a while, and then when I turned 15, I stayed here. So been here since I was 15. I'm 32 right now. Woo woo! To all you 32-year-olds out there.
To those 30s.
We fly.
The dirty 30s. Yeah. So where'd you come from?
Outer space. But, you know, I don't talk about that, but I just put it on the radio. But, so actually a military brat kind of, so bounced back and forth between Chicago and my dad was a Marine, Camp Pendleton. So SoCal, Chicago, Las Vegas, every year would just bounce around, went to a bunch of different schools. And then, ended up staying here once I was 15. So.
What high school did you go to out here?
Cimarron.
Okay.
Cimarron, whoop whoop.
Shout them out. What are they, the Cimarron?
Trojans.
The Trojans?
Right? Spartans? I don't know.
Oh
no.
Shame,
I'm gonna get
Vegas
in trouble.
card. There goes the
I'm
Vegas
gonna
card.
get in so much trouble.
What? I just wanted to say some of your fans and followers and friends are very supportive of you. They were sharing everything.
Yes.
Helping, putting you out there.
My in my industry, like our community in the cannabis industry is just so tight knit. You know, it's a new industry, so in the beginning it was booming, and the things that we had to go through were just insane, and not everybody could take it, so not everybody lasted in the industry, but the ones that, you know, like worked, you know, together through all the ups and downs, and, you know, there's still so many ups and downs. We just grew to all kind of respect each other in a way and appreciate each other, and we see each other all the time, and we just like to support each other. And it's been, you know, like, I love my friends and my people in this community, and they are just so supportive of me also. So I love you guys. You're all awesome.
Yay.
I love you.
Whoop whoop. So just so everyone knows, you work in the cannabis industry, and right now you are working for
State Flower in Valhalla.
State Flower, whoop whoop. I've tried some of their stuff, and I actually have the shirt. I am wearing
it's very beautiful.
State Flower
I like it. Thank you.
tank. Thank you. So how long have you been in that industry?
Since 2016, actually since late 2015, but I opened the doors of Essence Cannabis Dispensary back when it first opened at the beginning of 2016 with a group of people. Thank you, Armin, for hiring me.
Over there on Paradise?
Tropicana. So,
Trop.
Yeah, Trop.
Nice.
We call it the Trop House.
I like the Trop House. I like it. Go to the Trop House. Is it over there by the Orleans?
It's close to
by
it.
That Trop area?
So, it's Tropicana and Jones, like right off of there.
Okay,
so.
You see some crazy stuff driving over there by the Orleans. That's the number one spot right there.
Yeah.
That's the Trop.
Yep. Then we opened two other locations, and I would help out the other locations and at the cultivation facility, Desert Grown Farms. So yeah, I started 2016, and I've just been in the industry ever since. So
awesome.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, it has. I see it too as a customer. When you go into the dispensaries, you see some of them start out with a horrible structure. They're like in there just like tossing around nuggets of weed in the air, like juggling things around. They don't know what's going on. They just opened, and as much as the customer wants like that quick service, there's a lot of mistakes in the industry that happen every time I'm in there almost.
Yes.
There's the change back is incorrect, or what they threw in there is incorrect, and a lot of people dog on it. They talk about it. People talk about it, and I say, you know what? If you were working at a dispensary, you think you would be giving back correct change all the time, or you'd be, little high, buddy.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think that's positive because, you know, in this industry, if we want it to be treated equally and normalize it, then we need to also raise our standards to the equivalent of every other industry out there. I mean, granted, we're a very understanding and compassionate towards each other and supportive, and that's something I think we have an edge on. But when it comes to customer service and helping the people, whether it's, you know, they're using it medicinal or recreational, we need to provide quality service, and they need to be able to go into a place where they can rely on that service. So I think it is important, although we do, you know, have our moments and stuff, like, but, you know, I'm not saying all places, because, you know, I know so many productive stoners out there, but, you know, we just, at some places we need to, I feel we need to raise the bar just a little bit more.
I look at it as for a customer point of view, and I've seen the other customers in the dispensary, is that they're normally very happy, and they're very just happy to be in the dispensary and being able to get, you know, cannabis without any trouble.
Yes.
So they don't like really look at the little mistakes. They're just like, oh, I get it too, you know, like it happens to me. Yeah. It's very wholesome. It's not like when you go to like CVS or something and they make a mistake at the counter with one person in line, you know, like, I think we're all human though. So let's talk about outside of work in Las Vegas. Do you have like a go-to thing to do?
I love trails. I'll drive out in the middle of nowhere and just find a spot off of, you know, wherever, and I'll just be like, you know what, the moon and the stars look beautiful right here, and I'll just pull off and I'll just sesh right there, meditate, express my gratitude to the world, and, you know, so that's kind of my thing, like, because I'm always, you know, with my job, I'm always driving everywhere to location, so I love being on the road, and it's just Vegas is so perfect to be able to just kind of pull over just anywhere at any time and find a spot and just appreciate it. At least for me, I love our scenery, our desert skies. Like, there's so much to appreciate. So it's like I'm able to do that like all the time. It
is. And I know a lot of the listeners that live here, they respect that. There's a lot of off trails. I go hiking because I live Summerlin Centennial area up there in the mountains, you know, like you live in the mountains. And you're just so close. You can go 5 minutes down the road and there's trails. So the problem with me is when I go hiking, I go by myself and I don't bring any water or food, and I go off trail.
You're one of those people. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Actually, my oldest son, his mom, we were on our second date actually, and we went up to Red Rock, and we got totally off trail. Second date, and I was thinking too. I was like, oh, before we go in, you know, if something happens, then like I get that chance to like be able to grab her by the hand and save her, and like.
Oh, I'm excited to hear this story. What happened?
So we're off trail, and we thought we were pretty much clear. It's like 4 or 5 o'clock. We went late too, no gear, no nothing, and we're going up this hill, and we think it, you know, we could just go back and walk to the parking lot and go, you know, off, but we get there and it's just a drop.
What? Okay.
It's just a drop. So you're just looking off a cliff, and we're like, all right, let's go back down. So I start going down first.
Is this Whitney Mesa?
It's the second one. The first at Red Rock.
Okay.
The first.
No. Oh, you did.
Hike at Red Rock.
Gotcha.
The one that you go over there during the summer, you'll see like 10 in the morning, the moms will be out there with babies on their backs going like up a 90% cliff over there at Red Rock.
So I forgot for a second there.
And I'm like, the whole time I'm like, yeah, awesome. So we start going down the hill, and she lost her footing and started sliding towards me, and it was like near death, and she's coming down at me, and I'm like, look, and I see her like literally like 2 feet from me, her foot got caught on a rock or something, and she
dramatic.
Just stopped. Yeah. And then later on I got caught in something as well and couldn't move, and she saved my life. We both saved each other's lives somehow.
You're like, something, you know, what happened? He's like, I was crying. I got stuck between two boulders. She had to carry me all the way back.
Yeah. And this was 2008, so all I heard was music playing in my head because I'm gonna have music when I die. You know, like this is one thing that's gonna happen. So it was probably something like Imagine Dragon, or I don't know what was playing then.
Nice.
On to the next question. What are some of the pros and cons of the nightlife in Las Vegas, or the social life in Las Vegas?
You know, so spending a lot of time in Chicago, this is something that I definitely noticed staying in Las Vegas. Hard work is important everywhere, but when you get to Vegas and you're dealing with so many tourists and stuff, your customer service, your hospitality skills, they're going to go up. So one thing is the networking out here and the opportunities out there to support each other in all different businesses. Like they have the industry, like all industries, even if it's the bar industry, or like they have certain bars they go to where they all come together, they all know each other. Same with the cannabis industry. You can see now that recreational happened, you see those lines merging. So we have an opportunity to really know our locals and our community, and I definitely think that's a pro in Las Vegas. Granted, when we get home, we may not want to talk to our neighbors or get to know them, but we all want to meet up on the strip and hang out and stuff. And I definitely think that's a pro of the social life out here, is we all get to see each other, know each other. Most of us are trying to follow each other on Instagram and Facebook, see what's happening in our communities. And, like if you take away all the tourists, like Vegas, used to be really small. And like as it's expanding, it's just, it adds to that beauty and that culture, that social culture that we have. So definitely a pro of the social life. And you said, I'm sorry, what about the pro of just the nightlife?
Versus somewhere else other than Las Vegas or Chicago.
I know so many people can agree with me when they say, at first, they may not like it because they're like, I'm not quiet. But they leave outside of Vegas and everything's closed at 8 p.m. And then you're like, I want to go home. Like you realize how spoiled you are. And then, you come to Vegas and everything's open. Like there's always something to do if you can't sleep at night. There's always a friend like, hey, what are you doing? Like it's 3 o'clock. You want to eat steak? So
let's go to Arizona Charlie's.
Like, let's let's go here. Like even if you want to go to a trail late at night, like let's go sesh. Grab a 6-pack and go look at the beautiful sky in the desert.
Teenage
you get
stuff.
to do that. Teenage for life, then.
There.
I'll still do that.
I'm gonna go live here on Instagram. I forgot to share it on Facebook, but we're gonna go. We are now live. There we go. Now live.
We're alive.
Nah, but we'll switch back. Hey. Say hi.
What up, y'all?
We're gonna have some people coming in. No one's in yet, but they'll come through eventually. Yeah, I do. I have pros and cons of things here in Vegas, and the number one thing, pro for living in Vegas is just you can do anything at any time, like you're talking about. You can go to the Pepper Mill and eat. You go anywhere. Everything's open. There's just like endless possibilities. Even you go to LA and things shut down. I'm like,
yeah.
Damn, why are these people so drunk at 3 a.m.? Like, this is how Vegas starts at 3 a.m.
So really quick, what's your favorite Pepper Mill experience? Do you have any wild stories there?
I have a few stories outside of the Pepper Mill.
Okay. What time did you go to the Pepper Mill? No, I'm just kidding.
It's like 3, 4 in the morning.
Where all the fun happens.
Yeah, when we were kids, we used to go to the Strip a lot. We used to get some bottles of alcohol, and we were underage, and we would just go down to the Strip. And back then, it was a little more lenient. You could walk anywhere. One of the first times I actually smoked weed, we went to Fremont Street. And my friend was staying on Stewart and 14th at the time. And we just made it down there. We stuffed into a car, and we were just lit. Like, that's great about Vegas, not being able to do that shit as a kid.
Yeah.
But it's everything out here. Being raised out here at 15 years old, you must have seen all that as a kid. Like, you guys were wild.
I was actually emancipated, and no, it's not a religion, okay? It's not. That's, so I was emancipated at 15. So I lived on, I lived in the shelter out here. It's called Help of Southern Nevada, but it was called Center for Independent Living. So we would go out, and we didn't have guidance or parents. So we just would go out and roam the streets, and so I lived a wild life in Vegas for sure.
Jeez, that sounds like that book where all the
beautiful.
Teenagers, all the teenagers. There's a book we read it in middle school. All the teenagers, parents are gone and they have their own little village and stuff.
That was literally how it was. We had our village. We would actually have crump battles. We weren't violent in our group. We expressed our woes by dancing. And so we would literally battle each other and salsa, crumping, all that stuff. Because crumping back in Cali, I know it's funny, but I will challenge me any day, bruh. No,
crump it
I'll
up.
win. No. Because crumping, the history of it is, when they were so angry, they would get in each other's face and they would crump and get that release out. And so when something happened, when one of my friends' parents just said, I don't ever want to speak to you again, and he was put on the streets, he just broke out doing crumping and dancing. But I don't know. So that's how, I don't know. I know I'm getting off track.
It could be worse. Your friends could be out there punching walls instead of crumping. But I can
that
imagine.
happened too, but we never turned towards each other. I mean, granted, sometimes it's who stole this out of my room?
Yeah.
Because you got to share rooms, and you're I know she used all my perfume. I know she did. So it was brothers and sisters, but we would yell at each other here there, but we would literally dance battle it out.
Yep. I'm voting for Crump 2020. Oh, geez. So now, do you travel often now as an adult?
I do. I go to California, Arizona. Haven't been to Utah yet. Not in years. But I do a lot of road trips. I love that Vegas is so close to, you can just drive to these places. It's almost, a long drive down the street, but, you can go to Cali, go to the beach, you can go to Arizona, and it's beautiful out there. I just got back from Old Scottsdale, and then if you want to go to Utah, a lot of, locals go to Zion, they'll go skiing out there, so we've just I love doing road trips. I don't travel, I don't fly a lot. I feel I'm just so busy, I don't really have, a block of time long enough to really, go anywhere, so... Yeah. Kind of lame, but
I as a parent now, I judge how far something is distance wise by how many diaper changes it is. This is true. I'm LA's a diaper change away. All right.
That's funny.
We're gonna have that diaper.
Oh, we can do that. Yeah,
stop
we can do
in
that.
Barstow. Yeah, we can do that. It's a diaper change. And plan it out to where they just nap, or you just My parents used to sugar me up 3 hours before we went somewhere, and then I just
so you'd crash?
Yeah, they were we're taking this kid. I remember one time my mom took me to juvenile hall and dropped me outside and just took off.
That's a good mama right there. She's yeah, you didn't like it down there? Remember that when you don't clean your room.
I wasn't inside. I was on the corner. In Las Vegas, I could have been picked up real quick.
I'm sorry.
Moving topics now. So traveling with kids, you go with your kids sometimes? You have kids.
Yeah,
we haven't even discussed
I do,
that.
yes.
How old kids?
13 and 10.
13 and
my
10?
Santiago and Karina.
Nice.
We just got back from Arizona, and so I'm kind of the opposite, because they were the ones trying to sleep, and I was the one stopping here and there, let's go here, let's go there. They're Mom, no, you go outside. I don't want to go outside. And then I'm going outside, and I'm taking pictures of the lizards, taking videos. I'm look, you guys look. And then so they were a little reluctant at first, and then they got with it, and so I'm the opposite. I want them energized because I want to be able to pull off and find these cool little places everywhere I go on the road. Mm-hmm. It's an experience for me.
Kids are something. I'll have my kid take pictures for me, and he just kind of gives this look. But I want to do a mashup. I want to do a mashup video of me taking my son to Scandia or something arcade or something, and he's just right away, I'm bored, right? And then I take him somewhere else. He's I'm bored. And then I take him to the moon, we're in outer space. We're just floating around. He's I'm bored. I'm I can't hear you, dude. We're in outer space.
Funny. Wait, you said how old are
I have an
you?
11-year-old and then I have an 18-month-old. Big gap. I took some time off. Yeah, whatever.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
so grateful when you don't have to. It was diapers. Diapers are the worst. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's fine. But the 11-year-old he watches. He's good. He's good with the young one. He makes sure that he doesn't hurt himself and stuff like a bigger brother should. You know.
That's so sweet.
Oh,
Don't
kids
you
are
love
amazing.
watching that? Like,
It is. They definitely. You get that view and you're like, wow, like I changed something through a generation. You know, because we all know our generations before us were, you know, sometimes a little worse when it comes to
rough.
stuff like that.
maybe not as woke in some areas, you know.
So you go to LA?
I go to San Diego.
Oh, shout out.
I go to San Diego. But I went to LA a couple of years ago and I had so much fun. I don't remember really where I was because we were very intoxicated. I remember doing karaoke with a bunch of people in a dark room because, you know, like in LA, they have their karaoke's. I guess they have these rooms you can close off to. Yeah, okay, you know. That night was an adventure. So me and my friend Stephanie were just like, I just remember us like in a dark room with a karaoke, like pitch black, and it just had a screen that went on. Because I'll be honest, like I was so thankful when that karaoke screen came on because I was scared. And I just remember like just, you know, singing Red Hot Chili Peppers. And then I was like, then we ended up waking up at home and we were like, how'd we get here?
Yeah, under the bridge in LA in a karaoke bar that's lights out that might like ring a couple bells. You got people PTSDing in the corner. That's bad. Red Hot Chili Peppers though, whoop whoop.
Yep.
I love them.
Me too, yeah.
LA versus Vegas or San Diego. Sorry, San Diego. Let's talk San Diego. So I like San Diego too. I got a good friend Daniela. Whoop whoop. She lives out there.
Hey Daniela. My brother lives out there.
Your brother? What's your
Yes.
brother's name?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus?
Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. Thaddeus.
Yep.
That's such a strong name.
Yep.
He
He's
should
huge.
be the.
He's like six.
Oh.
He's like 6'5". He's a personal trainer. I think. I better not say the name in case I get it wrong. But like he's a personal trainer. He's huge.
Thaddeus sounds like definitely someone that lifts boulders.
Oh yeah, he looks like it. It's crazy. I'll
Nice.
still take you.
No,
I'll
yeah,
still
right.
take you.
Yeah,
No.
right.
He, last time, like, he put his hand, you know, I used to, like, pick on my brother, and everybody be like, one day he's going to be bigger than you. And I'd be like, yeah, right. You know, like, I shall rule forever.
Tomorrow.
And
Next day.
then finally we get older, and one day I was just being mouthy, and he put his hand on my head, and I was trying to reach him, and he's like, ha, 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 ha. And, like, I just didn't get him at all. And I was just little, and then...
Thaddeus.
Yeah, now we get along. Great. That's my bruh.
Nice,
Hey,
nice,
bruh.
Thaddeus. So San Diego,
Yeah.
their nightlife versus Vegas's social nightlife or social scene. Not even the night, even the morning, social.
Okay,
You have
so I
differences?
always go to the beach, and I know it's really weird, but I'll go at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'll fall asleep. And then I wake up, and it's kind of like you're waking up in the middle of a mall. Like all these footsteps and people all around me. And I'm looked at like a weird hippie because I was totally there like meditating, falling asleep, and you know, I smell like weed. So
Yeah.
and I'm like, just, you know, F the system, I don't care. Like,
They're like, get her
I'm gonna
back
live
to
my
Venice.
life. No.
You belong in Venice. No.
And then yeah, so I'll just do that and then chill with my brother afterwards because we usually meet up like in the middle of the day, and we'll just go out to eat, and then I'll end up, he always takes me to D Street gas lamp district, right?
Gaslamp District.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll go to those places and then just, yeah, sweat to death while we're dancing away. Because if you've been there, you know, it's like they don't believe in air conditioning.
They don't. In LA neither. Like,
But you don't care because you're like, yeah.
When it's 98, they don't know how to live because they don't have AC and they're just used to the windows open on the beach.
Yeah.
And I love San Diego though, and Orange County a little bit too. I have like this tiny love for Orange County. I went to Orange County and I had a beach situation that was like yours, people walking, but I fell asleep on the beach at like 4 a.m. and
Perfect.
just woke up like a lobster.
Really?
I think everyone's woken up on the beach like a lobster.
It's just so
like,
calming
just
though. Once you get to the
burning.
beach, especially if you're coming in from Vegas from all the crazy social life, like you get to the beach and I think we all just go there to sleep. Just pass out on the beach because it's just shh. you just pass out.
So we are going to take a quick little break right now, and let's hear from a station. And it's been great talking to you.
Thank you. It's been great being here and talking too.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. And we will be right back, guys.
Is your butt a crudely built birdhouse?
No.
Then why are you sanding it with toilet paper? Dude wipes have aloe vera to protect your sensitive side. See? Sensitive.
Come on, dude, take it to the hole.
This is a national healthcare alert from the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline. If you, a family member, or a loved one has diabetes, listen closely. Now, regardless of your age, if you have insurance, you may qualify to receive diabetic testing supplies with little to no out-of-pocket cost. Get free delivery, free information, and all the paperwork is handled by our accredited suppliers for free. Call the 24/7 Diabetic Health Hotline now for details. Toll free at this number. But wait, there's more. If you call right now, you could get a meter upgrade. In addition, we'll give you a free pair of diabetic socks as our special gift to you. Regardless of your age, if you suffer with diabetes and have insurance, you may qualify to get free delivery of your supplies.
800-439-7409, 800-439-7409, 800-439-7409. That's 800-439-7409.
Do you want to pay more for a new car or new home or less? Yeah! Do you want to pay higher interest rates on your credit cards or even to refinance student loan debt or less? Yeah! The secret to paying less on everything is a better credit score. Is your credit score less than 700? Do you even know? Well, now at the same time, you can learn exactly what your credit score is and learn how to make it better. And when you call our special credit repair hotline, you'll speak to an expert that will tell you simple steps to start improving your credit score. And the call and consultation are free. That's free. I'm telling you, the secret to paying less is a better credit score, and you can fix it right now. So please make this free call and change your life.
877-857-1658. 877-857-1658. That's 877-857-1658.
I don't know. Why don't you just try doggy style or something? This doesn't usually happen.
All right, John, bend over. I think I got something that's going to make this a little bit easier.
Spunk Lube. Anyone can use it. SpunkLube.com.
I think you just need to embrace it. If your toast gets a little soggy, then
that's part
shower
of
toast. All right. Yeah.
Greasy Conversation, Fridays at 5.
That's why they say you don't drag your feet when you eat shower toast.
Yeah. And you don't shit where you eat.
Greasy Conversation, Fridays at 5.
We as human beings love the feeling of experiences that have dynamics, where there's something moist and something crunchy like toast.
Greasy Conversation, Fridays at 5.
Shower toast gets a touch of sog.
Listen to us in the office, or kitchen, or garage, or tattoo parlor, or body shop, or sex club, or smoke shop, or torture chamber. We go where you go. This is Radio Vegas.rocks.
One. We're going back soon.
Oh, we are? Oh, I didn't even know.
And we are back. Behind the Bed, Thursdays, 3 to 4. Time flies on the air, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. We're having fun, too.
Yeah. So we have our cereal segment right now. Do you like cereal, Jennifer?
I do like cereal.
How much? Are you a cereal enthusiast?
I'm not an enthusiast. I like to just eat to, my organic cereal when I'm running out the door really fast. I'm like, crap, I can't make any. Sorry, am I allowed to say that? I'm like, I can't make anything. I got to just...
just munch it down, get that cereal. Cereals get dry too, and then hot cereal. That's one of those forgotten cereals, oatmeal, and all of those lines. Those are forgotten about, right?
Yep.
They were left behind in the Stone Ages. People are just like, nah, this cereal's gone. People still eat oatmeal. It's something you give to kids, but like as adults, do you still eat oatmeal? I don't. Maybe not. So what we have here is a play on a cheese board. For the cereal.
Okay.
This is a cheese board play. So we have Cheerios.
Cheerio, mate.
Mate. Cheez-Its.
Okay, I don't have one for that.
Cheez-It.
Okay. Oh, weird. Oh, cheese it. Okay.
And then we have strawberries, grapes, and some coriander almond milk.
All right.
We'll see. Cheez-It.
Here we go.
The Cheez-It board.
Coriander almond milk.
Coriander is something that's sweet, actually. It comes from the
Never
cilantro.
heard coriander almond milk though.
Just threw it
Different.
in there and shook it up.
You said it makes it like a berry kind of almond milk?
Yeah, it turns it into almost like a raspberry flavor. When you have strawberries and coriander, they
Actually, I can get with this.
Does it taste kind of cheese boardish?
Yes.
The grapes, right? The grapes put it on there.
That's what it is.
There
Somebody
it is.
said, "No, don't.
Don't do it. Why? Cheez-Its
Don't
and
tell
milk.
me what to do." I will. Yeah.
We are live here on Instagram. People are in the chat. People are watching, listening. I want to thank all the viewers for tuning in, and the cannabis community out here, which does a lot for the community. I see it. I see their hiring and what they do, and they're out there, and then even teamed up with food trucks. Food trucks are heavy teamed up with the cannabis and dispensaries out here. I love
our
it.
tacos.
Yep, that local business. And then I don't know if many viewers know this, but the laws around weed is that the dispensaries can't sell any product from outside of the state. So everything in Las Vegas that is grown is manufactured in state, and it creates that kind of atmosphere as well. Same thing with you were talking about it earlier, how Vegas does have a community, and it feels like almost like that new type of restaurant community. Like when you open up a restaurant or you open up a business and everyone starts on the very same day. That's how Las Vegas community feels. We all have something in common that about 90% of us have came from another state. And that's one thing that we do have in common. But somehow it always in Vegas takes something like a new opening of a place or a new team or new something for everyone to actually connect, because they're new too. They're like, oh, I'm new too. Well, so are the Vegas Lights, and so are the Aviators, and so are the Knights. So we're all new. Like, let's just jump in and create something great from being new.
Yep.
So the cereal tastes good?
Oh yeah. I didn't want to like
on the mic.
Yep, Mike. Yeah, sounds good.
Done. Smash.
Yeah, see, I almost wanted to choke right now.
I've been actually for 2 years now looking for investors for a cereal bar on the Strip inside a casino I want to do. Someone's going to steal my idea now that I'm talking about it. I told myself 1,000,000 times I wouldn't tell anyone about it. All right, I can't do it.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Can't get into the details, but I definitely make some good cereal, and it's underrated. Everyone loves cereal, but then we really don't push it enough. Like, let's start getting something more than cereal bars. Let's do cereal, and cereal bars are a big thing, right?
Yeah, I don't really eat them, but I do know a lot of people that do.
Let's do like cereal, like baby announcements. When you announce the sex of the baby, like announce it in your cereal. Spell it out with them alphabetos.
You just like already pre-spell it out, and then just have like that top where you're like, ta-da!
Yeah,
You know, like-
ta-da. And they're like, it's a toy? Oops.
I couldn't find the bee in the box.
Like Family Guy when Peter's reading it, he's like, it's all O's. Manufactured problem.
That's funny.
Do you have any, Jennifer, do you have any places in Vegas that you like to eat at? Favorite spots to eat?
Besides Chipotle?
Yes.
No, Herbs and Rye has been a longtime favorite of mine. So Nictali Mendoza is actually the person that opened. He's the owner of that place. It's right off of Sahara in between Rancho and Decatur. If you guys want to visit, great to go at night. Definitely try their kitchen sink. It's seafood. It's delicious. But they have really great cocktails and stuff there as well. So I definitely enjoy that place. Definitely check it
Herbs
out.
and
It
Rye,
has it's very dark inside. It has that old school feel. It's really great if you want to go with friends or even if you want to go on a date. So it's just like this little kind of like hidden charm that you definitely want to check out. Definitely recommend it.
For sure. I like Herbs and Rye. I've been there multiple times, and one of the things that caught me off guard the first time is the unisex bathroom there.
Oh yeah.
Everyone that has been to Herbs and Rise knows that you'll be there at the urinal and a girl like Jennifer just walk right next to you. Like,
how dare you assume?
Men are like, I don't talk in the bathroom. Watch a girl walk into the same bathroom as you and tell me you don't talk in the bathroom, boy. Already know.
Like, oh, hey. Hey.
Yeah, you'll talk real quick. You're like, hey, girl.
I like your pants. What do you say?
Oh, man. Yeah, men are definitely awkward. I'm awkward sometimes. I get it a lot. Like, people just be like, why you just say that? And I'm like, well, you were thinking it too, you know? Like,
yeah.
Just got to get it out there. Get it out, you know?
It's funny.
Do you cook at all?
Actually, I cook a lot. I home cook everything. Unless, like, I'm running around all day and then it's, haven't eaten all day, then it's 5 p.m. and I'm right in between events. And then I'm like, I got to eat something. And then usually you'll see me on my Instagram rolling through Popeyes because...
Yeah, on Thursday. Is it Thursday or Tuesday? Tuesday?
I don't know. I don't eat chicken. I'm a pescatarian. So they have the fish there now, and their Mardi Gras mustard is amazing.
Mardi Gras mustard. Does it come with beads? You get beads with that Mardi Gras mustard?
Yeah, that's funny.
I cook a good amount at home, but I cook like that, like just throw everything together type of food when I'm at home.
Gotcha.
Just
That's
make
the
like a
fun part.
sandwich. You toast some bread and stuff. I'll even throw it in the microwave when I'm at home. Like
I don't use microwave. Not when I can. That's a lie. Lately,
we're out here near Area 51 and stuff, so we're used to that radiation. You just gotta throw it in there and you get your daily zap.
Just put your plate outside.
I seen a meme, a Vegas meme.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever heard of these Vegas, through the eyes of Vegas Facebook groups and stuff? And it's just Vegas people get in there and just unload pictures of what they see.
I know that there's one that I've joined on Facebook that shares like emergency incidents and stuff like that. I don't know if it's the same one. So, no, I'm interested to know the name of that group. Thanks for all the love, you guys. Oh, my kids are on Instagram Live.
Oh, shoot. Hey, kiddos.
Thank you.
Got to get out there in the desert and take them pictures, huh, when you guys go hiking.
I love taking pictures out here. Everybody's getting so good at it on the gram, like taking pictures of Vegas. Like we just have like the best skies, just like anywhere, like just a corner of a street. You're like, oh, the scenery is so beautiful. It's
Everywhere.
hard not to take pictures of our sunsets and everything. So that's
Right now is monsoon season, and it's like out here in Vegas, you take a picture of anything and it's good. Like everything looks good out here. It's nice. It's like even if it's like straight up like boom, like something you've never seen before, you take a picture, you throw it in those Facebook chats, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's so Vegas!" Like so Vegas. Yeah. Speaking of so Vegas, Jennifer, do you think there's any food that is actually like a Vegas dish, a Vegas only dish? I've seen one.
A Vegas only dish.
One.
That's really tough. You got me on that one.
So
go ahead.
When there's a place, Rebar. You ever heard of Rebar in the Arts District? Rebar, and then right next to it is.
I love Rebar.
You do too. Yes. They have a Tuesday night open mic at Rebar in the backyard. Yes, in the backyard. I've had my best set there, just talking about Jello. For 5 minutes. This guy rolled out of his chair. I was like, all right, Jello's that funny, huh? So Rebar does they do Dorito and chili boats almost. But this is when we were kids, we used to go to 7-Eleven, and we thought it was a Vegas only thing, but we would get the bag of Doritos and we would open them fools up and get a napkin underneath and pump it with free chili and cheese. And then you would eat it, but you would have to layer it. We thought we were all Bobby Flay with it too back in the day. We were like, oh man, we're gonna get Bobby Flay. I layer mine 5 different layers and throw jalapenos in there, all sliced up. No wonder why I'm a chef. Yeah, it is. So they serve that there actually though, and I think if there was any food that was Las Vegas, it was that Dorito chili pie, because that explains Vegas.
Never had it.
You got Doritos.
I'm so glad you told me about it.
And then you got that chili. and the chili is like everyone coming from out of state just coming into Vegas and making a little chili. That's us.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring my brother, my kids there. My brother's gonna, he'll kill that.
What was his name again?
Thaddeus. Thaddeus.
Thaddeus. Is he listening?
No, but he better be later.
He will.
That's all I gotta
Thaddeus.
say.
Thaddeus. Did you have a nickname for your brother growing up?
I won't go there. Because we've grown up. And I don't want people calling him my secret names.
All right, let's move topics. Do you ever get Uber Eats?
I don't. I actually did Postmates.
Postmates?
So, like, to be honest with you, like, sometimes, like, I'll get antsy if I'm not doing anything. So when I wanted to go and, like, learn more about my city, I signed up for Postmates because I was running around everywhere when I was bored, looking at different areas and all sorts of things. So I did Postmates. So by the time I get home, I don't want to have like send for Postmates because I'm like, yeah, no, like I'm all, convenienced out, but I home cook a lot. So I try to eat really healthy. So it's more convenient for me to eat
kitchen
it,
experience?
Cook.
Do you have any bad kitchen experiences from cooking? I do. I mean, I was a chef for 13 years.
Yes.
So
Plenty.
I got
I cook a lot. Didn't say I was good.
Oh, what?
It's a lot of trial and
What's
error.
the worst thing that's happened to you in the kitchen then, cooking?
Well, I burnt a lot of things. So, actually, it was actually making infused coconut oil. Am I allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, of course. We're going to talk about edibles in a minute. Eh? Good.
So I had made some coconut oil, and thankfully I have friends that had gardens and stuff, and, like I would get a bunch of shake, and I put it in my coconut oil, and I fell asleep like a moron, and then it was burning, and the whole house, like just out the windows, like you could smell it like down the block because it's a strong smell. I put a lot of shake in there, and it was a huge crock pot, and I filled it up. Like I was like, oh, my friends are gonna eat this too, and so I like made so much, and so when it burnt, like you could just smell it from everywhere, and so like everybody knew I was making it.
Oh no.
Yeah. And by the way, I thought I burnt it, so I took like a tablespoon and I was like, there's probably nothing in this, and then I was like, well, I'm starting to feel kind of high. So then I go downstairs to watch TV, and I realized a couple hours later I was watching my reflection in the TV. The TV was not on. I was watching myself, and then I was like, yeah, okay, I guess I didn't.
This channel freaking rocks. Yeah. Get more of this. I have one of the worst things that's happened to me, and I've told this story a few times, is I was in the New York, working at ESPN Zone, which is owned by Disney at the time. Cool. And I loved working for Disney. They used to give me the passes. Ooh, all my family, they were like, bing,
when
bing,
are you getting
bing.
those passes? When are you getting the passes?
Yeah, I had that hotline bling going on for those passes. Boy,
oh, now I'm important.
Bing, yeah. Oh no, I love my family. They all there too, But so I was at ESPN Zone, and there was a big container in the prep area, but on a shelf. And I'm 5'7", so I'm like trying to reach up to this shelf. I end up grabbing the container, and I thought there was nothing in it because it was kind of like shaded, tinted. So I grab it, and needless to say, out comes just large amount of chicken juice and chicken blood, and showered my entire body. It was the worst thing that's probably ever happened to me in my life. They made me work too. I was like, can I just go home, guys? What? And they actually called up, Mickey Mouse came down, was like, nope. Boy, you gotta get back to work. He said they made me hose down. Honestly, actually, one of my bosses took me in the back, and they took me to the loading dock and just hosed me right down and just sent me right back.
This happens a lot. You'll be fine.
Exactly. Anyone that's ever worked in the restaurant industry knows there's just horrible story after horrible story. It's just bad. But I'm glad the only worst thing that's happened to you is that you burned up some shake, Could have been a lot worse, like if you had burned up some nug,
Oh yeah, no, I would have been. Yeah, I was pretty upset because I thought I wouldn't get any effect from it. So.
Well, the effect actually was you watching yourself on the TV.
That was crazy. Like I literally was like, once I realized it, I was like, whoa.
I'm just picturing the poltergeist,
Like,
the little girl going into the
leaning,
TV.
Because I was leaning a lot, like this. I was like, just watching myself.
Out. I get strain
Like a
weird with
light.
that. Like some strains, I'm just like, oh no, this does not agree with me. Never again. I take notes. I'm like, never get this again. I don't even care if it's
Which
on
strain?
sale. There's a few like straight sativas. What is it? Tangerine.
Oh, okay.
Anything tangy, even if it like says tangy, and they're just like, no, we put some of this in it, so it actually acts as an indica. I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't like tangy. That's it. You
We're
have
not
anything
friends
you
anymore.
don't agree with when it comes to weed?
Heavy indicas only. Well, because I'll eat like edibles at night to help me sleep, but I have to be so active all the time, so I'll get stressed out like having a heavy indica because I need to be on the go, and I know that I'm like, man, I don't want to do nothing. I just
Indica
wanna
at
chill.
nighttime, yeah.
And then I'm like, oh no, I got things to do.
I mix actually indica. I'm a strong fan of indica. I mix indica and espresso.
Really?
So, yeah, and
There
it
you
works
go.
perfectly. I stay up. I don't fall asleep, but I still I get, the feeling of that indica. Plus sativa's like getting Chinese food. Like you smoke sativa, you're hungry. You're hungry again in like 10 minutes. Like you want some more weed, You never,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about? Sativa just.
I loved sativas for a long time, but now I really do enjoy hybrids because no matter what I'm doing, I'm just at that regular level, and I can just calm down still and enjoy whatever terpenes. I actually get strains when I go to the dispensaries. I look at their terpene profile, and that's how I choose my strain of the day. I really don't look at the names because there's so many different strains that have the similar terpene profiles, and I'm really looking for a specific experience depending on the time of day, where I'm at, how I'm feeling, blah blah blah. So I like to look at. I don't even look at that other stuff. It's mainly terpenes that I look at.
Nice. I get it too because I look at myrcene. Like the higher the myrcene.
I'm the opposite.
Yep. And that espresso. Then I drink that espresso, and that's it. It's my own little hybrid mixture. There's got to be other people out there that do it. I think they have. I talk about it on Instagram. We're going to be taking off soon, but before we do, is there anything that you wanted to talk about, events you got going on, plug your social media?
Oh, absolutely. All right. For those of you that didn't catch it, my name is Jennifer Mendoza. You can follow me on Instagram, Jennifer V Mendoza 702. I work as a brand ambassador, an independent contractor. I do several different things in the cannabis industry. I just got my real estate license. I will be the lead residential agent of the cannabis division for Keller Williams Southwest. I'm just working on my Galbar fees right now, and then I can finally jump into that. And so if you have any questions, always reach out to me. You can DM me. Once again, Jennifer V Mendoza 702. Shout out to all of my friends in my industry. I love y'all. Shout out to Keller Williams. Shout out to my kids. They're watching me right now.
All right. So episode 3 next week, we are going to have Glenn, a.k.a. Doppelganger Flurry.
Ooh.
You know what a doppelganger is?
Yes.
And you know Flurry?
Guy Fury. Wait.
Not Guy Fleury.
Oh,
Not Guy
that's Guy
Fieri.
Fury. Yeah, no, I don't.
Marc-Andre Fleury from the Golden Knights, the goaltender.
Oh, so he has a doppelganger?
He has there's a doppelganger. Yeah, people stop him in public, and he's actually a really cool guy. He's probably watching. He's a cool dude. We've been just chatting on Instagram, and he's a cool dude. He seems very, very down to earth, and we're gonna have him on. Other than that, I don't have much coming up. Man, I need more stuff coming up. Jeez, note to self: I need to get out there and get some events going
Really
quick.
On. I'll be at the Apothecarium tomorrow from 11 to 2. Then I'll be at Jenny's North, the dispensary, from 4 to 7. So feel free to come by and get some State Flower and Valhalla swag for me. And yeah, hope to see you there, you guys.
All right.
See you at Rebar?
Rebar.
Oh, yeah, Rebar.
Actually, I work Tuesday nights now, so I have a morning job. Yeah. So I'm very upset about it too. This was the first. Well, I'm not upset about having a job, but I'm upset that I can't go to Rebar because that was one of my favorite places to go to do comedy. Yeah, I love Rebar. I have the best crowds there and the best people, and everything in Rebar is for sale. Like, you can buy anything in there. Like, you can buy their toilet has a price tag. You can buy anything.
That's
a chair.
cool.
Yeah. People get emotionally attached to the chair. They're like, my ass has been in this for 20 minutes drinking, and they just want to buy it. They're like, I mean, people get emotionally attached.
It look good.
Right?
It looks comfy.
It looks comfy. I love that chair. All right, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed the show, and thank you very much, Jennifer,
Thank you for
coming
having
on.
me.
You're welcome.
I had a blast.
Yes. So much fun. It goes by so quick. All right, everyone out there watching, I hope you will tune in next week for Glenn, aka Doppelganger Flurry. Bye.
Bye.